By definition, stock footage is film or video footage that can be used again in other films, and it is beneficial to filmmakers as it saves shooting new material. After looking around for quite some time, it seems to me that the basic and only reason for people using stock footage is if it would be too expensive for them to shoot footage on their own. So I'm not sure if this is accurate, but after seeing what the definition of stock footage is, it makes me think that this type of footage is something that is used in one film originally and can basically be recycled and used in another one. And I've come across a website with some stock photos and videos that are making me question if my definition is fake or if the website is lying about its content being stock. There are two things I want to say before I get into this. Number one, I'm not completely sure as to how I plan on describing, or I guess naming, this type of footage in any other way. I'm not sure how to explain it, but I'm pretty much saying that I'll probably end up saying the word stock quite a bit today. And number two, I'm not going to say the name of the website that this is, and I have a few reasons for this. If you have somehow ended up watching some of the videos I've made before, you would probably notice that I personally do use stock footage in the background of those videos. I usually do this because there's not always anything else to put in to fill the empty space between the times that I'm showing whatever the thing is that I'm talking about. Also, since I do use some of this website's footage, like I said, not every single photo that you would find on it is so bad, but still, some of it is. So I didn't want to just start looking for footage that I thought was bad, so what I'm going to do is look at the site's homepage and just point out anything that seems a little off so that this isn't completely biased. So if I were to mention the name of this site here and you went to see what it is, the first thing you would see is this. So immediately, I feel like I have to bring up what I mentioned earlier. Do these things follow the definition of stock footage? I'm not even saying this in any critical way, but the website is saying that it has free stock photos and videos. But these things don't follow what that actually is. I may just be ignorant to what all can be considered as stock footage, but I can say for sure that this video doesn't look like it came from any other film or anything, so what? To be honest, I did think that stock footage was just like random videos that people recorded to put on the internet for people to use, which to me is what this thing looks like, but I read the definition and it said something else, so I'm basing everything I say in this entire video off of that definition. Everything I'm about to say might be wrong. Aside from this video, some of the pictures are also a little out there. This is the home page of your website, and the first thing you want people to see is this lady with Skittles on her eyebrow looking into a mirror in a pool. It's not like any of these people in the videos are ugly or anything, it's just that the things that they're doing are just bizarre. Here we have some blue bananas. This one's about the election, and I'm not going to go anywhere near anything political here, but this one did sort of catch my eye. I think whoever took this was trying to make it look like they were taking a picture of a newspaper because I don't know, some people might do that, but they just pulled up the article on the online version of the New York Times on what looks like either a TV or some sort of weird looking monitor, and then just took a photo of it. It doesn't sound that weird when I say it out loud, but something about it just seems kind of strange. This one is a woman with a visor that has some dollar signs on it, which is pretty cool. This video is showing a man reading an actual newspaper with the headline "Super Frustration," and he looks pretty frustrated after he quickly glances at it, and then he folds it up and puts it into the inside pocket of his trench coat. This one is very artistic, as you may be able to see, or at least I could see after realizing that I have no idea what it even is. I might be missing something here, as I sometimes am, but it looks to me just like a side view mirror of a car with some type of construction site or building that's being built in front of it. But then the same view of the construction site is flipped sideways. I don't know. Here's a man sitting in a barren room with a mug and a phone. This one is also kind of interesting to me. It's 100% personal preference. If you want to do this, you totally can. However, for me, when I see this, it's just seeming a little strange to put gold stuff all over your skin and your eyebrows. It's just something that I don't typically see, is all I'm saying, and maybe this person was going for that. This is just someone holding a plant and moving around kinda, or swaying, I guess. I just can't seem to understand why people would want to do this. I don't know if people get paid for putting these pictures and videos up online. I assume they do, because otherwise there would just be no reason whatsoever for doing this. I mean, the website is letting anyone use the pictures or videos for free, so maybe people just post them to share their work. I don't know. It's all just something that I'm not exactly sure about. This one is kind of just scary. There's a lady squatting down on a rock in the middle of a pond while it's raining, and she's barefoot and wearing like a bed sheet. Again, something just seems off here. This one has a woman sitting down in what looks to be a shack full of cardboard boxes full of fish. At this point, I'm done bothering to ask why someone would do this. Next is someone sitting in their bed reading a book, and this one is on the more tame side, but I still do have some questions or concerns. First, they're reading a book, however their glasses are off. I was trying to think of how this may make any sense, but I just can't. Personally, I do not wear glasses, however I'm pretty sure they help you see. So if these are just this person's normal prescription glasses, taking them off would make her unable to see properly, I assume. And if they're just their reading glasses, that also wouldn't make any sense because the person's reading and not wearing them. And also there are just some pumpkins on the bed too, which is fine, I guess. Here's somebody who is very excited to be given a slice of turkey. She's also sitting in a place where to hold out her plate, she now has a burning candle in between her arms, which might just be a little dangerous. This one's showing an astronaut, I'm pretty sure. Here there are two people cutting open some type of gourd, and well, there's not really a lot to say about it. To be honest, I don't really know why I'm bringing some of these photos up just to say that I have nothing to say about them. And on that note, I think I'm about done with these for today. Originally, I planned on going over more than just the homepage of the site, but as I scroll down, I realized that it goes on for, well, I assume forever. And to be completely honest, the reason I felt like talking about this is just because when I think of stock footage, I really just wouldn't consider any of these things as that. None of these things seem like they would be or should be stock footage. Generally, when I think of stock footage, I just think of like people just doing basic general things. It's not very easy to explain, but it's also something that I wouldn't think needs to be explained because it's just a commonly known thing in my opinion. And so when I think of what stock footage should be and then I look at this stuff, they don't even compare to one another. But yeah, I just wanted to go over some of the things that I thought were a little odd. Again, I did just show the things that I noticed to be a little out of the ordinary, but I think that the fact that I was able to find footage like that on a website's homepage maybe says something about the website. But I do generally like the site. I mean, there are probably hundreds of other ones that do the same as it, but this is the one I found first, so